Hi there, I'm a Britishman, and do you know what the best thing to do with spice is? Make spicy chicken.
I can't believe you've done this.
Hello everybody and welcome back to some more FTB Skies. You all remember the last video? I finally defeated the Guardian of Gaia, and it was incredibly beautiful, and because of that, we've begun to continue to move forward with the whole TerraSteel project. I haven't put any of it in yet because I have a way to be able to speed up how much TerraSteel I get. I'm just not going to be doing that on screen, but just so you know, it'll be a lot more mana efficient, and I'll show that off when the time comes. But, speaking of these endgame achievements, there is still one that we need to do, and that is the Precision Mechanism, and also the Budding Amethyst one, but that one is almost done. We just need 5 more of them to go. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. But, back to the Precision Mechanism one, this thing here takes a huge process of stuff to do, and I have a way to automate it. Because of course I do. Okay, so it is going to involve like a lot of recipes and stuff like that, but fortunately I already set all of those things up right into here, and I have these two ones here, which will not be going into these ones. They will be going over into the bigger setup. So first and foremost, we actually will need to step back into the Create tab, because there's 2 things from here that we're going to need. We're going to need the deployer and also some funnels. Oh, the funnel gives rewards. That's neat. But for the deployer, it's actually going to be very, very special. So I should have at least a few of these things. I do not, but they are incredibly easy to get. So firstly, I'm going to need some sandpaper. It is actually rather easy to get. You just combine sand with paper. Go figure. But then we're also going to need this thing right here called rose quartz, and this stuff is not that expensive actually. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need another one, so I'm just going to grab these now while I can. And then what you do is you put these or the sandpaper in your offhand, and then you just right click, and then it does a little animation there. It's actually really cool, and then you get yourself some polished rose quartz. So then you just combine these things with some iron plates, and you get yourself exactly amount of iron plates I actually needed. That was awesome. But with that, we have the electron tube. You all already know how to get an andesite casing. But then we get to this thing right here called the brass hand. Now, on one hand, we just need andesite alloy, but then we're also going to need brass. To get brass, we need zinc and copper, and it looks like with these things, I get 2, and for this recipe, I need 4, so I'm only going to need 2 of each of them. So we can pick these up, and then where do I put my zinc? Ah, here it is. My zinc is right up here. And also my offering has been accepted. Another budding amethyst joins the cause. Oh gosh, we might be able to get them all today. Okay, so now what I do is I need to take these things over here, and I want to show y'all something pretty neat actually. So if I take my wrench right here, and then actually, you know what? I probably need to save that for afterwards, because it might just chuck it in as it is, so I don't want that. So I just throw that into there, and then this into there, and then it should start mixing, and then it will make the copper. And then I throw them in again, and then it'll do the same thing, and it won't affect the brass. Oh no, it was brass, not copper. Okay, so now if I take this wrench and shift right click, that was not what I meant to do. Okay, so I just need to right click it. Okay. Okay, so now I can just throw these things right back into here, and then it should export them out to here. It did not. Okay, well, I guess then I just put them there. Okay, I was hoping this was going to be better, but it was not. Oh gosh, what the heck? Okay, and now we have ourselves the brass hand. And then with all these together, we get ourselves the deployer. And something just occurred to me. I used everything to get these things, and I need 3 of these. So now that we've got ourselves these little deployers, the next things that we're going to need to make is just some simple funnels. Now, I'm going to need 1 of each kind, and that is exactly why I made the other electron tube. Now, I should still have some kelp, so I just need to smelt some of that down, and then I'm going to need to grab some more brass. And then we combine all of this together, and there we go. We have ourselves the funnels, which means we have everything now, I think.
Nope.
Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to need to pick up these little crafters right here. And then what I can do is I can go down underground. I'm going to need to dig out the area a little bit. And then right here, I can put the crafter, and I need it to be facing the other way. So please tell me that this can turn it. It cannot. All right, I grabbed myself a refined wrench. Crap, dang it. I had it right the second time. There we go. Okay, so now then after that, I just need to dig down just a little bit, and then I'll need to go over to where we can find the cables. Yeah, there they are. Okay. So then I just need to go ahead and then connect those over to here. Just taking it on a straight line, and then once it gets to there, yeah, there we go. It should be powered now. So then in here, I will put the pattern for the gold plates, so that way it'll be able to take them out. And then behind that, I need to go ahead and then put an importer right, come on, I need spacing, right there. There we go. And then down underneath that, I should be able to put a cable there, and no, I'm not sure if that'll work. I'll put another one down there. There we go, just in case. Safety. So now whenever I request for the gold plate, it should go into here, then do that process, and then send it out to there. Now the reason I have the golden plates is because that is the first step for all of the ingredients to be able to make this thing properly. So after that, we're just going to need a small space to be able to work this with. It should only need to be about 3 wide, so I can put that, okay, I'll put it right here just so that way we can have it just be near the whole boiler, and then we can connect this to here. There we go. And so then on top of this, we can put the deployers like, well, not like that at all, actually. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. So yeah, all of those things are now connected. So then I'm going to need to go ahead and grab a couple of cogwheels, and then those should be able to bring them over. I need to craft them. Okay, well then, no, not 10, just like 3, maybe. Yeah, set those like that. And there we go, gives me some cogwheels, because I already set up the recipe for those, because we're automating this, so we're going to need ourselves some recipes. And then we set it like that, and there we go. Now those things are automated in this fashion. Oh, I just noticed something. It shouldn't be a problem, but I'm going to need quite a few cables, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting exporters right here, and then each of those are going to have filters for the items it takes for these things, because I'm going to then have crafting upgrades inside of these things, so that way we can then make this work. So then we're also going to need to figure out which way this is going to end up spinning. So I'll put that right there, and then we'll hook up another gear here, and then this will be going that way. Okay, that may be for the best, actually. That could be a good thing. Oh, though. Oh, indeed. I've noticed something. Well, actually, I'm not sure if that's going to be a problem or not. It shouldn't be. Okay, yeah, no, I think I can make this work. So now what we're doing is I'm putting this barrel here, and then a buffer block there, and then the barrel right here. And what these things are going to do is they're basically going to act as the filters for all of this. So I can put the brass funnel onto this one, and then on the opposite side, I can put the andesite one. And now underneath this one, we can then put the next crafter here, and then I need to turn this thing around so that way it is facing the barrel. There we go. And then in here, I can put the matrix pattern. So yeah, that's going to be good. And then underneath this, we're going to need to dig out ourselves a little hole underneath it. It's going to be cutting it close because I am right near the edge of my little makeshift island. I believe I was about 2-ish down. Yeah, there we go. And then I need to start digging out over to the other side over there, so that way I can get the cable connected over to this. Alrighty, and here we go. Got all the cables ready, and there we go. Now those things are right there, and then I can take this one all the way up to, come on, there we go. And now all of these things are going to be connected as well. So now I just need to set these things to their specific things for the recipe. So the first one will be the small cogwheel, the second one will be the large cogwheel, and then the third one will be the iron. So I can go ahead and just ask these to make one of each. It is a very good thing I did this, because this just makes the process so much easier. And then I can also just go ahead and grab the nuggets, because I really don't need to request those things, because I kind of have a semi-infinite supply of iron. I should also have my crafting upgrades. Yes, I do, and it's spinning this way, so it will be going from this direction. I can then put in cogwheel, then a large cogwheel, and then the nugs. Okay, and then these ones can have their crafting upgrades. So now if there is not enough in here, it should then put them. And these things can hold up to a stack, and it shouldn't affect it negatively in any way, shape, or form. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to go ahead and test this whole process. So what we're going to do first and foremost is we're going to test to make sure that the golden plate process works. So let's see. Does it or does it not? Oh, I see what the problem is. Oh, so what's happening is it's going into here, but the importer is taking it out faster than the thing can press. So then all I should need to do is I need to find a way to ignore. Okay, it's currently on blacklist. So if I put this here, okay, now it blacklists it. Okay, so now comes the fun part. We can go ahead and request some of the matrices. How do I spell it? Okay, yeah, right, here we go. Okay, so then I have 4 gold plates available. So then let's, actually, I don't want to overwhelm the thing. So let's just request the one for now. And hopefully that should start going into, oh, I forgot the most important part. Oh, I also messed up the recipe. Uh-oh. Okay, so what I did wrong was I put this thing into here, and then I tried requesting the whole recipe like this. But the problem with that is then it's also going to give me all the other stuff that's supposed to go up into there, which is, you know, what we don't want. So what I first need to do is I need to connect those things. So I need a item pipe. Let's see if I have any of those remaining. Yes, sir. Yes, I do. And then I can connect this thing over to here, and then hopefully it's not connecting to anything unwanted. It is not. So then I can set that like so, and then hopefully the gold plate is not in there. Crap. Okay, so what this will do is it'll go into here and then send that over to the other side, and then hopefully it should send it out through here. It's not. Oh, wait, I know what I did wrong. Yeah, I didn't set it like the other thing. Okay, there we go. So wait a minute, I need to pick one of these up. Okay, there we go. So now I will also filter this thing to the bad stuff, so that way only incomplete ones will be able to go in and nothing else. So once these things fall on the floor, it should be complete. Yes, here we go. Okay, so then once that thing is also done, it can either also make some garbage as well, which won't be useful. But here we go. And now with this, I can actually make the proper recipe, because what you can also do is if I go into here and then go into the processes, I'm going to need another gold plate. And then I can put this here, or actually I just need to set it to 1, and then I can also put this one right here, and then if I put this here and then configure that, now it'll only give me the golden plates. Okay, so I just needed to make one of them first and foremost before I did anything stupid. And then I can put this one right back into there, and there we go. Now whenever I request myself these precision matrices, or mechanisms, not matrix. What was I saying, matrix? What the heck is a precision matrix? Anyways, once I request these precision mechanisms, it will give me them. And now, with this power, I can submit one of them, and that task is now completed. There we go. So now, for this bar, and this bar only, all that is left remaining is the budding amethyst. And we only need 4 more budding amethysts remaining. But that is actually not all she wrote for the precision mechanism, because I am actually going to need more of it as time goes on. And then the last thing that we can do for this whole thing now is we can take this ender chest right here, and I'm going to need to go ahead and get myself some red dye. I should have some more. No, I don't, but that's fine. I can go ahead and just make some. No issues at all. And then I can go ahead, dig a hole right here, put that there, and then configure that one to be all red. The reason it needs to be all red is because that's one of the ones that is set over to there. And then with this chute right here, that may or may not be too high, I will adjust it as time goes on. Only the complete ones will be able to go into here. I will eventually have to figure something out for any junk that is created from this, but for now, this is the complete setup for here. Well, since I'm going to need about 288 of these, I'd better start making them. So let us go into here. I need to take that thing out so I can use this properly, and then just set it up to the proper number, and then we just need to set this thing to start. And there we go. Now it should all start to create. Like I said, though, there is possible junk that could be made for this, so there is going to be a margin of error. But until then, this looks like it's going to be pretty good. Okay, well, I guess now then, since we've gotten all that, and there really wasn't anything else I had planned for today, let's just go ahead and pick up a couple of buckets, and I guess we can just go ahead and head on to Mars. Alrighty, I will see you all in a little bit. Here we are. Oh my gosh, we're on the red planet. Okay, so I need to be very careful. So here's what I'm wondering. Are there any space villages here? Oh, there's a structure right there. It kind of blended in. So I think there may actually be Martians. That would be rather nice. Okay, steady my landing. And here we go. We have made our way to Mars. Why is my rocket still fuel? I didn't set that up at all. Okay, well, you know what? That is a thing. So, now then, we're on an alien planet. We must now ride on the rover. Oh my goodness, let's go. Oh my gosh. Okay, it can go up structures. Okay, that is good. So let's go ahead and stop over at this thing. What exactly are you, my fair friend? Okay, there is an opening, so let's see. It doesn't look like much in here. Ostrom! That's the stuff I'm looking for. Oh, okay, wait a minute. I need to go ahead and give myself my flight, so let's see. What is in here? Actually nothing good. But Ostrom will be very useful because if we go down over into the To the Stars tab, for the next rocket, it's going to take Ostrom. So I'm probably going to need the same amount as last time, which means I'm going to need almost 2 stacks, it should be. So, yeah, this will be fun. Let's break this down into the Ostrom, so that way we know what we're looking for. Okay, so let's see. I really want there to actually be other villages, because that's how I was actually able to get so much of the dash when I was on the moon, because of all of that. Is that snow? It looks like snow. I think it, yeah, it is snow. So we're in the Martian polar caps. Interesting. But the question is, where are all the Martians? I need to go ahead and drink some of my oxygen. There we go. Yeah, I also realized I was not anywhere near a full tank. I was dangerously low from that, actually. And oh gosh, oh golly, oh no, oh, my rover! No! I really got to drive the thing! Dang it! Oh, gosh dang it. I thought I was a good driver. Ah, you put me to shame, game. You shamed me. How dare you? Okay, well then, I guess... oh. What are you? Wait, are you... You are a Martian. Yes, you're a Martian raptor. Oh, you want me, huh? I don't think I can allow you to do that. So, yeah, you're going to die. Oh, it drops slime. That's neat. Oh, ores. Oh, dang it, iron. It's actually going to suck a lot if I'm actually going to have to just go ahead and just run in here for all of that Ostrom. Okay, wait a minute. Not Ostrom. Gosh dang. This is... Okay, so let's pick that up and... Anticlimactic. How the heck am I going to be able to find almost 2 stacks of this stuff when I can barely find the ores. I mean, at least I found a couple of good veins here or there, but I mean, you know, it would still be way more effective if I could just, you know, have a little structure to be able to rob them from like I did on the moon. Okay, so it looks like the only structures I'm going to find on this planet are going to be these like little Martian temples that we have here, or Martian monuments or whatever. The only issue with that is if we look on the map, it's a little bit hard to see. So I am definitely going to need to pay very close attention to the minimap if I want to hope to find these things. The red planet, everybody, where everything's red and nobody can tell anybody apart. Haha! So yeah, I mean, Mars is cool and all, but if I can't find enough of everything and... Oh, hello. How are you doing? Okay, as I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted, if I can't find anything else of interest other than just finding these, like, deposits of ostrum, then I'm just going to... Wait. That looks suspicious. Wait a minute, did I think I may have found something. Wait, hang on a second. This may be something. There could be very special things over here, or it's just weirdly generated physics. My money is on the weird generation. Gosh dang it, I thought I found like a secret hidden village or something. Ow! Dang it, okay, I'll head on over to either when I have enough ostrum or whenever we find something interesting.
Just then.
I just noticed something. When we're on Mars, you have 2 moons. Because Mars has multiple moons. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, what were their names? Oh no, editor me, put up the names of Mars's moons on here. That's interesting. Okay, not quite a moment though. Okay, so back to the cut.
Much later.
Alrighty, I should have enough ostrum now to be able to pull all of this off. Oh gosh, there really wasn't anything of interest here. It's like, seriously, man, I was really hoping for a lot more out of the red planet. Oh gosh, okay, do I even get anything from this one? No, I don't. Darn. Wait a second. The achievement for going to Mars is called Ares. For those of you who don't get it, Ares, in Roman mythology, his name was Mars. So this is it's a little bit clever, and yet still dumb. Feed the beast, you are truly amazing. But I am running low on oxygen, so we are going to need to take the rocket, and we are going to need to head on home. Rocket. I can't place the rocket. Why can I no place rocket? What just happened? Oh no. What just happened? What? Wait a minute, hang on. I need to test something. Okay, wait. Actually, this would be a good way to test it on its own. I can't eat. So that means if I can't eat, then this can only mean one thing. I've crashed again. Oh gosh! Whoa! I was just about to get ready to leave and then... Okay, wait, if everything's all ready then, let's look... okay, everything is catching up with itself. Okay, that was, alright then, I guess it worked itself out. I'm not gonna wait any longer to try and find out. Let us just wait. I need to set a marker for right here for the launch pad of the Mars. Yeah, of the Mars. Okay, well then, let us head on home with the spoils of war, and we shall get to work on the next rocket. Alrighty, all back home. Now, the rocket recipe is once again pretty much the same as with the other rockets. It's just we're replacing these things with ostrum plates rather than anything else. But unlike the last few times, for the next planets, we are going to need to make ourselves a new set of space gear. And for that, we are actually going to need to use this ostrum. So this is going to take about 12 of these ostrum plates, but it's actually also going to take a little bit of desh as well. I believe it takes about 4. Okay, so now with all of that out of the way though, there is something in particular that these new spacesuits are going to need, and that is going to be netherite armor. So what that is then going to mean, I'm going to need to go ahead and make myself some diamond armor. And that is rather unfortunate because I am hurting a little bit for diamonds, but you know what? It is fine. And then what we're also going to need is some, just some netherite. I actually don't have any netherite on me. That is strange. Okay, but I'm only going to need 4 netherite. There we go. And then I can just take these into here, and then pre-1.20 update, baby, all of this netherite without it being all that difficult. So now with this, we can begin to make ourselves the spacesuits. I'm going to need some oxygen tanks. Alright, there we go. Now that should be everything for these ones. And from then on, yep, should all just be incredibly You denied me, game. Now, I have everything for that one. And there we go. We now have ourselves the Nether spacesuit. So let's take a look at this thing on us and see how it looks. Oh my goodness, this actually looks really sick. I mean, minus the flamingo and like the big bulging eye in the center of my chest. I actually really like this new suit. Okay, that is actually really good. I like that. So then all that really remains is to go ahead and change out this rocket for the old one. No, not this rocket for the old one. This rocket for the new one. Transition! And there we go. Look at this bad boy. Oh my gosh, this one looks even better than the last one. Holy crap. And I also managed to go ahead and grab myself another armor stand, so that way I can mount the new space gear onto that. There we go. And then I have my snazzy armor back, and then I can return on my hats, so that way I look oh so beautiful. Look at my little head abomination. Oh, goodness gracious. So you know what? I think all in all, between the automation of the mechanisms, which appears to be going well, What has transpired? Oh, I know what the issue is. I ran out of andesite because the way that I've been making the andesite is with the little andesite chunks. And so that's why it ran out of all the andesite that I've been using, because I requested so many. Okay, well, I mean, you know what? At least that's an easy fix. I'll just need to do a little bit more automation so that way I can, not be running thin on the andesite. Of course, it might have also just been a slightly bad idea to just make so many of them in one sitting. That may have been my fault. Pretty soon, possibly by next episode, the budding amethyst should be all done. So let's go ahead and check everything off. Not that many things, but I mean, hey, it's all still pretty good. And I got a chicken sandwich. I don't really need to eat anymore, but hey, you know what? I will take it. All in all, though, that was all some pretty good automations, if I do say so myself. So all that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the last FTB Skies video. Bye-bye!